Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share all about my piercings. So the number of piercings I have, the type of piercings, when I pierced my ears, where I pierced my ears, and I will also be sharing with you the pain level in my opinion, the aftercare, whether or not I have had infections, how I store my earrings, both when I am in Singapore and when I am overseas, and last but not least, I will be showing you guys some of my favorite and most frequently worn earrings. So if you're interested, then let's quickly get started. Okay, so firstly I have 8 piercings. I have 5 on my right and 3 on my left. I pierced the first 2 basic loop ones when I was very young. I think when I was a toddler, and I pierced it at those kind of Chinese goldsmith shop. Okay, I just zoom in a little so you guys can see a little more clearly. So when I was in Sec 3, so when I was 15, I pierced my second one on my right earlobe, this one, and my left helix, so this one. And then the third time I pierced my ears was when I was 17, when I was in J1. I pierced these two, my conch and my right helix, both on my right ear, because my parting is on my left, so half the time my left ear is covered, so I was like, okay, I'm going to invest in my right ear. Okay, and then the most recent time I pierced my ear, I pierced what am I left with? Oh, my third one on my right earlobe and my second one on my left earlobe. And I got those 2 done after I graduated from junior college. Okay, now let's move on to where I got my piercings. So the first 2 I've already mentioned, I got at a random Chinese goldsmith shop, and I cannot really remember where exactly it was because it was done so many years ago. That one I got using a gun. And then for my second one on my right earlobe and my helix, I actually got at a place at Wisma Atria. It's called Bedazzle. I remember I was walking by with my mother and she was like, do you want to get more piercings? And then we went in and I got those 2. So for those 2, I also got using a gun. Actually at Bedazzle, they only do piercings by gun, and at that time I wasn't very well informed, so I didn't know that it's actually a bit dangerous for you to get cartilage piercings using a gun. It's technically safer for you to get it using a needle, because apparently your cartilage can be crushed or something like that. Yeah, but at that time I didn't know anything, so I just got both using a gun. And then the third time I pierced my ears, which was when I pierced my conch and my right helix, I got them done at a place called Piercing Clinic. So this time I knew I wanted to get my piercings done using a needle because it's like the upper part of my ear. I will talk a little bit more about each shop that I visited and the pros and cons of getting your piercings done there in a bit. Okay, so and then for my final 2 piercings, I got them done at Bedazzle because it's just the standard earlobe type, so I just got mine done at Bedazzle using a gun. Okay, now I'm going to move on to talk a little bit more about my experience at the 2 stores, mainly 2 Bedazzle and Piercing Clinic, because I honestly cannot remember about the first one. So at Bedazzle, they do their piercings by gun only. Basically how that's done is that it's like a little cartridge. Okay, I'm not very sure if it's called a gun, because that time when I mentioned gun in the store, they say it's like some cartridge or something. But basically it's like a rectangular thing like that, and then they'll put the earring there and they'll just force it into your ear. So that kind is okay for your loop, but as I said previously, it's a little bit dangerous for your helix. The staff there are pretty professional, so yeah, they seem like they know what they're doing lah. And so far I've gotten 4 piercings there. All piercings turned out okay. None of them like 歪掉 or anything. They all are at the correct position. And the good thing about getting your ears pierced there is that they do provide aftercare services. I think after a few weeks you can go back and get them cleaned, etc. for free, I believe. So if you're unfamiliar with how the entire procedure works, basically you just tell the person where you want to get your ears pierced, and she'll take like a marker thing and she'll dot it on your ear, and then she'll show you and ask you if you're okay with it, and then if everything is fine, they'll just proceed. Zoom. You know how it feels like? It kind of feels like someone stapled your ear. It's not that painful, but it just feels like someone stapled your ear. You can literally hear the sound like that kind of sound, like stapler. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to talk a little bit more about Piercing Clinic, which is the only other place I've gotten my ears pierced. So Piercing Clinic, I feel like the staff there is also pretty professional. Actually when I went there was only one staff member present. Over at Piercing Clinic, I got my ears pierced by needle, by the way. Yeah, and everything went smoothly. My piercings also healed very well, but one thing I was unsatisfied with is like the after service. When I got these two piercings, I was still in school, so basically in school I never ever wore these kinds of earrings to school unless it's during the holidays. But anyways, so what I used to do is that I'll wear transparent ear sticks. I think you know, but there's this kind of transparent ear stick which is like the normal just the stick kind. So this kind, I got these from Popular at my school's bookshop. So yeah, I used to wear these kinds of ear sticks, which depends on your school is still not allowed, I think. But anyway, this is what I did lah, because I already had them, but I didn't wear this kind of fancy kind. I just wore transparent, so it's slightly less visible. Yeah, I still respect the school rules. But anyways, because it was very pricey to get my ears pierced at Piercing Clinic, so I was a bit scared because those kind of ear stick, you know, you just slot it in and then it may just drop out when you're sleeping or something. So actually I got these kinds of ear sticks from Piercing Clinic. They look like this. So it comes with like a little stopper at the back, and then there's also a very tiny stopper for you to put at the front. It's like a very tiny flat donut with a tiny hole in the center. Yeah. Anyways, this ear stick was pretty expensive, and the worst thing was that because at the time my ears were pretty freshly pierced, so I was a little scared to put it on by myself. So I went back to the store and asked them to put it on for me, and they said like on top of the cost of the ear stick, they will charge an additional $7 for each ear stick they put in for you, which to me was a bit unreasonable because it's not like I pierced my ear somewhere else. I pierced it at the store, and I bought my ear stick from the store, and it's just putting it in, and you're so professional. It's gonna take you like less than 5 seconds, right? But well, they charged $7, so that was one thing I was a bit unsatisfied with. Oh, but just a hack, if you have these kinds of the normal transparent ear stick, right, and if you want like a stopper, what you can do is you can just kind of like like melt the ear stick at one side, on one side. So you just hold it over like a stove or something, and then you kind of melt the front. It'll form like a little lump or like a little ball, and that can act as a stopper. That's what I did for my left helix in the past, and I remember I was also schooling at the time. I had to change to the ear stick when my piercing was still pretty fresh. So the diameter of my piercing was very small, and the ear stick diameter is pretty large. So I had to hold the metal earring, and then I remember pulling it like this a little bit to widen the hole a little, and then I put in the transparent ear stick. Well, in general, I think Bedazzle and Piercing Clinic are both places that are slightly more expensive. I mean, for you to get your piercings done. But for me, what I consider a lot is the safety, like my safety, because I feel like for things like piercings, number one, you really want the staff there to be professional, because you want your piercing to look good, right? You don't want it to like be slanted or anything. And secondly, I really wanted to make sure that the store is very hygienic, you know, they keep all the things they use clean. So yeah, I didn't want to go to a very shady place, so that's why I still chose Bedazzle and Piercing Clinic, although they're slightly more expensive. Especially Piercing Clinic is really quite expensive. Okay, yeah, so that's all I have to say about Piercing Clinic and Bedazzle. Okay, now I'm going to move on and talk about the pain level of my various piercings. To be honest, people always rate like their piercing pain out of 10, but I can't really do that, because to me, I feel like it's all about the same. I know a lot of people say that earlobe piercings are less painful than the cartilage type, but I don't really feel any difference. In fact, I felt like my second earlobe piercing was more painful than the helix, but I don't know, it's just me. But honestly, to me, none of them were really painful. So if pain is the only thing holding you back, then I think just go get it, because I don't know, for me, I guess my pain tolerance for piercings is pretty high, but to me, 爱美就是这样. So I just get it done, and it's honestly not that bad. It's really not that bad. Even for this kind, I feel it's really not that bad. I think the more painful part is the aftercare, which is what I'm going to get into. So for the aftercare, I would say that the most difficult piercings to care for, that sounds so weird. Okay, the most difficult piercings to take care of is the helix piercing, because I feel like this is a part that you're constantly touching. Like when you do this, when you comb your hair, there's a lot of chances for you to touch it. Even when you're wearing a shirt, like, you know, this, wow, damn painful. You just got your piercing. Actually the conch heals pretty well because it's just like, you know, in here and you're barely gonna touch it. One thing though, I wear spectacles because I'm short-sighted, and when I put on my specs when it was healing, the ends of my specs actually touched the piercing, so you may have to take note of that, but it's nothing too bad. I remember I just put it on very carefully and everything was fine. So actually for my helix and my conch, which I got pierced using a needle, everything healed very well. But for my left helix, which I got done using a gun, right, it actually formed a bubble at the back. So at that time my bubble was pretty bad. It was like at the back of my helix, and because I'm the only one in my family with all these piercings, right, no one really knew what to do, so I had to deal with it on my own. So I had to squeeze it on my own, and then there would be like pus and liquid stuff, which is pretty gross and it hurt pretty bad. So and then when you put in the earring, you can feel it poking out from something bubberish. Okay, I hope I'm not scaring you, but yeah, basically that's what I experienced. But I think as long as you clean it well, it should heal, and you can always go back to the shop, just that I didn't want to go back to the shop. So, and then for my lobe piercings, everything healed well. I think lobe piercings are quite easy to take care of. So if you get yours pierced, I advise you to speak to the professionals there about how to care for your ears. But just from my experience, what I do is, and I mean what I do is also taught to me by the professional at the store, but basically I just clean my ears twice a day, which is after I shower. So during the day when your ear is healing, try not to touch your ears, like just avoid contact. But when I'm showering, I'll kind of like twist the earring just to make sure it doesn't get stuck to the meat. And then after shower, I will dry my ears and then I'll apply the care solution. Okay, so I'm going to show you the ear care solution I use. So I actually tried two different kinds from the two different stores I visited. So Bedazzle will actually sell you this one, which looks like this. So this kind is just like that, right? So you just pour it onto like a cotton pad and then just apply. But actually I really like the one sold to me at Piercing Clinic, this one, because it comes in a spray bottle. I think there's a higher tendency that you waste product if you spray, but it's honestly a lot more convenient because I just and then you don't even have to touch it at all, which I appreciated. Because sometimes when I use cotton pad, right, okay, maybe it depends on the grade of your cotton pad, but sometimes the mian thingy gets stuck in the piercing, then I have to like pull it out, you know, which I don't like. So yeah, I really like the spray bottle one. Yeah, in general, just try not to touch your ear when it's still healing. I remember because I tend to get my piercings done at the end of the year. I got these two pierced before I went overseas in J1, right? And I remember I went to a cold country, so I had to put on turtlenecks, so you know, like the diameter damn small, and I put it over my head, and then like the ear is like again, boom, oh, hurts so bad. Someone has asked me before about infections, so I think fortunately for me everything healed pretty well except my left helix, which I got done using a gun. This one I think got infected because of the bubble thing. Which brings me to my next point, because someone has asked me before like how I decide where to pierce my ears. I feel like for this, which is like your piercing arrangement, right, you can actually go on websites like Pinterest to look for ideas. So you can kind of search like piercing inspiration and see where people place their piercings and what looks good. You can also go to the store and ask the staff there, where do you think looks good, things like that. I believe that piercings need to be planned because yeah, you don't really want it to be overcrowded. I mean, okay, it could be a look, but I prefer not too overcrowded. So I think I'm like kind of done in my right ear for now, and I may venture into my left ear soon. Okay, now I'm going to move on to how I store my earrings. So I actually store my earrings in, oh my god, it dropped. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I actually store all my earrings in a box like this. Ta-da! And oh, Oh my god, you know I am damn scared when I hold this box up because I'm so scared everything will drop. Just now I put this on the table and the whole thing dropped. Okay, and then this box, right, can be closed also, like that. I'm just, you know, I cannot really do it now because I'm damn scared. Okay, but yeah, this is how I store my earrings. You can buy this from Muji. I got mine from Muji. You can also hang like your necklaces, bracelets, all here. So I just hang everything here, and I like this because you can see all your earrings and then you can like choose them depending on your outfit, because sometimes I feel like looking more sweet and then sometimes I feel like looking more cool, so I just, you know, you can see everything at a glance when you own something like that. And also because I'm very messy, so if I don't have a proper storage container, I end up throwing everything on my table, which is why I have a few earrings that I only have one side. Okay, so that is how I store my earrings when I am in Singapore. So when I'm overseas, I actually bring a box like this. And then inside, oh, you can't really see. Inside they have this. Can you see it? Okay, yeah, like this. There's this little thing here, and then you can bend it out and then you can hook your earring and close it. And there's also this little pouch here, and then there's also this middle flap, right, with holes. You can see the holes here, right? So you just stick in the earring and then you close it from the other side, and then over here you can put your necklaces, rings, and things like that. This box is actually free. I got it from Innisfree as a free gift. Yeah, so I don't think they're still having this in their store, but maybe you can eye for something similar because it's really very convenient when I'm going overseas. I just throw everything in. You don't have to be worried about your earrings getting smashed or anything. Okay, with that, I'm going to show you my favorite earrings and my most worn earrings. The ones I'm wearing now, I actually don't really wear them, but they really match this outfit. So yeah, this one I got from Lovisa. I actually have the exact same one in this color. It's like a orangey color. Okay, I'm going to start off with the most basic one that I think most people that have piercings should have, which is the basic metal loops. They look like this. These are like essential pieces because they go well with like those very casual outfits, you know. I feel like on days where you don't really want to dress up or you cannot really be bothered, right? Okay, I almost dropped it. you just put these two on and suddenly you look like you spent a lot more effort than you actually did. So that's a hack. Okay, but what I like to do, because I'm quite a fan of like unsymmetrical looks, is I will pair the one that I showed you just now with this one. So this is also a basic loop earring, but there's additional loops on the loop, as you can see. It's quite unique. I can't really remember where I got it from though, but yeah, I like to pair these two together. This one is slightly smaller and there's like the loops on it. And because on my right ear I have 3 piercings on the loop, right? So for now I haven't really changed out my third piercing on my right ear lobe because it's still kind of fresh, so I just want to kind of let it sit. Because in the past when I used to go to school I have to change it out and put in transparent ear sticks, but now that I have no school I just leave it in. But on my second piercing, on my second lobe piercing, I would wear this one, this cute tiny one. So it's like a small dangly thing on my second one, and then I will wear this big metal loop on the front, so you can actually see the second earring from the front because there's a huge hole, right? So it just has this like stacked effect. And then on my left ear I will wear this one. Okay, so that's kind of like the basic essential one, and I'm going to show you those that I like to wear and those that I frequently wear if I want to look more sweet, princess, you know, if I'm wearing those dresses. In fact, kind of like this look, this look. Okay, so I have this one that I really like. Ta-da! So they're pretty long and it alternates between a pearl and this is called a rhinestone. I don't know, but yeah, just like that. And I think it's super cute and it looks very gunyang. This is another Gongchunim earring I have. Ding ding! Look, isn't it so cute? It's kind of like 2 sparkly balls. And it's slightly weighted, which I like. So I like earrings that are slightly weighted, you know, that you can feel them on your ears. And one thing I love about this earring is the kind of the hook. So they're super easy to put on. You just scoop, scoop, and they're in. This one I got from Chomel. Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce it. I even tried googling it and I still don't know. because there's like different people pronouncing it differently. So you can comment down below what the correct pronunciation is, okay? But for now, I'm just gonna say chomel. I feel like these can look good with your hair down, but it can also look good if you like tie a bun, then it's like a ting 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 at the bottom. Love these. So another one of my favorites is this. Look how cute. So they're like 2 spiky crystal balls, and it's also the hoop type, which I absolutely love. And the good thing about this is that the size is perfect, so the sparkly ball is directly under the earlobe, which I love because it's like, you know, perfect sizing. By the way, I'm so sorry about my ratchet nails. They look very yellow, right? Because I paint them a lot, and then last night I removed it and applied serum because I want my nails to look healthy again, but now they are looking a bit yellow. Okay, moving on from that princessy kind of earring, we have this. This one is quite cute. It's like a basic loop, but it comes with 3 pom-pom balls, and look at the material. Can you see? It's like those winter sweater kind of material, and it's actually very matching with those kind of winter sweaters. So yeah, I think they're very cute. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, and then these two I really love if I'm trying to look a little more cool, you know. They look like this. It's just kind of like 3 interlinked chains, and then the last one has 2 loops instead of 1. They go well with jeans, shorts, actually many different kinds of outfits. Those daily casual outfits, these go really well, which is great because versatile earrings, you can wear them with so many different kinds of outfits. I feel like I'll be wearing these a lot in university. And these! I love this as well. It's so cute. It's kind of like a little... I almost said dream catcher. It's a bit like a dream catcher, right? Like the bottom part. It alternates between a silver loop and a black loop. And then there's a little rhinestone in the center. Okay, and then I also really love these. I only have one side because I cannot find my other side because, you know, I'm very messy. So I think I'll put it on my table, and the other side is somewhere on my table. Somewhere on my table. Yeah, but anyways, I love this. It's also weighted. Sometimes when I'm lazy and I don't know what to wear, I'll wear this because look, it's my favorite kind, the hook kind, and I just hook it on really quickly. I think these have made a feature on my Instagram so many times. Okay, and these are like my ultimate favorite if I'm trying to look like a bad girl. Look! I love these. These are from Hiiiii as well. It's like a little skeleton and it's unsymmetrical. Look! This side is like this and this side has like a little star. So cute, right? And at the bottom is like a little pumpkin crown. Super cute, and I love the length. It's like quite long. Love it. And then because I have quite a few piercings on my earlobe, right? I like to wear this on my first piercing on my earlobe, and then on my second I like to wear the star. This star. This star is also from Hiiiii. And it's also hook on. Look. Ding ding. Awesome. Yeah, I think it will look a bit metal heavy for certain people, but I kind of like the metal heavy look, like just here. Okay, for these, I wouldn't say I always wear them. Like, they're not one of my most frequently worn earrings, but I really like them. I think they're so cute. They kind of fan out at the end, and they go very well with certain outfits that I own, so I really love them. These were actually given to me by my sister. She got them from the US, and I love the size. They are very big and noticeable, which I love, because I don't really like those very tiny earrings and like 看不到, you know. I like those like boom kind. Okay, another one I really love is this. This one is actually my mom's earring, and she passed it down to me. I have a few earrings that were passed down to me by my mom because she no longer wears them. And this is also very easy to put on. It's just like this, and you just snap it on. I love this because it's also slightly weighted, so it's like, love the feeling of having it there. One thing is that it's not very noticeable because of the color, so it's kind of similar to my hair color, so yeah. Okay, last but not least, honorable mention to this. I think it's pretty cute lah, but I don't always wear this one, but it's quite cute. It's very small though, but it's dainty. I got it from like those cute Japanese earring shop. The flower at the bottom is actually protruded. Yeah, I quite like this because although it's small, it's actually quite noticeable when you wear it on your ears. I think it gives a very 幼秀 vibe. How to say 幼秀? Mommy ah! Mommy! How to say 幼秀 in English? She said gentle. I don't know, but just have a very... I'll find a way of translating it and type it below, but yeah. Okay, and my second honorable mention is to this. Okay, I've never worn this out. It's not that I don't dare to, I dare to, but I haven't really found like a quirky outfit to wear this with. But this is so cute, right? I got them from Claire's in the States, and they are like this. Ta-da! It's just like that. And I think it's very cute if you wear it on your helix, because it's like those, you know, those painter, then you put the paintbrush here, so it's like a pencil piercing through your ear. We've come to the end of the video. So if you have any further questions about piercing your ears and things like that, feel free to comment them down below and I will try my best to respond. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching my video today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!